Welcome to the G.A.B. This is G.A.B.
They should have never gave you platforms.
Let's do it. Yeah. Episode 56. Oh, man. Episode 56. This is the G.A.B. I'm your host, Kamal. Hey, give yourself a hand if you're listening or if you're watching. Hey, shout out to people out in Denver that's listening. Hey, shout out to Columbus, Ohio. Hey, y'all listening out there too. I see the numbers going up. And the Bay Area. Man, Bay Area listening to your boy. I'm from the town, so that shit make me goddamn excited. You feel me? Ooh. Hell yeah. Give yourself a motherfucking hand clap again. You feel me? Ooh, Snapper Roskies. Hey, I like to thank my sponsor, First Place Losers. Bow! The link to the shop gonna be in the description below. Y'all go check it out. Look it. For my tubers out there. YouTube been around since 2005. I ain't gonna tell y'all what to do to get the motherfucking video or channel booming. Y'all know what to do. But for my potters out there. Oh, if you want to find me though, type in Kamal Johnson ENT. Bam, I pop right up. For my potters out there though, I'm on Apple Podcasts, I'm on Google Podcasts, and I'm on SoundCloud. All you gotta do is type in Kamal Johnson ENT or the G.A.B. Bam, I'll pop right up. Alright, we got all that good the intro out the way. You know, let's hop right into it. And this week's topic is lyrics. Rap lyrics especially. That's what we about to get into. And hey man, shout out to Jay-Z and Meek Mill, man. They've been out there, you know, doing a lot of criminal justice reform. They've been fighting a lot of topics about that and shit like that. And this is one of the things that they fighting for is basically lyrics being used by the prosecutor against the defendant. They want to cancel that shit out. They want to be like, nope, can't be using that shit. Can't use our lyrics against us. Hell no. Hey, and you know what? I'm kind of 50-50 with this though. You feel me? Cause it's a tricky subject. Cause the thing about it is like, all right, if you put that out there, you saying this on a song, and you're incriminating yourself, you kind of looking kind of dumb. Cause it's like, all right, this can be used against you in the court of law. That's the point of what the fucking prosecutor's supposed to do. Find any type of motherfucking evidence to motherfucking win the case. And this is part of evidence. You can't just be around saying like, you know what I mean? Hey, I popped this nigga right here, bow, 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 on third floor, this and that. And then they say like, all right, nigga was dead on the third floor. You are a prime suspect. Nigga, what? You doing that fucking job for him? What the fuck, bro? Like, literally. It's like, man. But then on the flip side, I get like artistic expression though. Where it's like, all right, maybe I'm not putting myself in that environment, but I'm talking about what's going on, and you get caught up in that shit. Or like, I think one of the examples that's been going around is Draco the Ruler. He said something about this person, RJ, and murking him or had him tied up in the back seat or something like that, and then come to find out the RJ character was never at the party that he's talking about in his song. So that's another loophole. You feel me? It's like, oh, who knows? Like, you know, the prosecutor just doing his job, and at the same time, an artist should be smart enough and aware enough of like, you know, what you say can be used against you in the court of law. And last time I checked, a lyric is something you saying. You're just saying it melodically and shit. You're just making it sound good over a motherfucking beat. So like, and then also when it comes to rap, we always like be like, oh, usually rappers are rapping about their real life or what's going on around them and shit like that. And if that's the case, if I'm a prosecutor, and I'm thinking like, all right, they say this is their real life. We investigating the motherfucking a crime that happened, usually like a murder or something. And you saying this imitate your life, we're gonna put two and two together and use this against you in the court of law. You feel me? But like I said, man, that artistic expression, and especially if it's you just fabricating a motherfucking story and they try to use that against you on another case, that's total bullshit. It's like, it's the same as the fucking freedom of speech, man. Lyrics of speech, bruh. Is it, are you free to say whatever the fuck you want? I highly doubt that. You're not free to say whatever you want, especially when it links up to a crime. Please, people, hey, make their job harder. Dang. Or don't even talk about your fucking crimes. Like, it don't make no damn sense. Even if it sounds good and it's over a beat and stuff like that, you feel me? And like, it's like, still, it's like, man, this shit, I'm telling you, it's a tricky subject. It's a tricky subject. I like that Jay-Z and Meek Mill are like, you know, fighting this though, and like teaming up to fight this, because it's like, at the end of the day, it is artistic expression. And a lot of motherfucking rappers be getting put away for this bullshit sometimes. Like, they might not even be in the crime or whatever, and they talk about it and they getting locked up for it too. Like racketeering and all that type of bullshit. But there are some rappers out there that's just literally just snitching on themselves, dry snitching on themselves. You hear that? Like, come on, like, bro, like, you don't. At the end of the day, when it comes, this is just my opinion. What I gotta say, you could take it or leave it. It's just an opinion. I'll be more on the lines of like not saying specific things in a song that can link you up to a crime. Like, don't even mention it. You know, smart, use similes and metaphors and shit. Make sure you're not even there. Damn. You feel me? Hell, shit, man. You know? Hey, man. And I ain't gonna tell you what to do, you know what I mean? Only thing I am gonna tell you, don't murder nobody. You feel me? What the fuck? None of that shit. You feel me? But it's like, we get it. You know, tough situations, tough environments. That's what most rappers are in. You feel me? There's some rappers that they ain't been through no tough environments. They faking the motherfucking funk. And we know that shit. But at the end of the day, all I have to say when it comes to these lyrics is be careful what you put out there. Be careful what you say. Cause these motherfuckers will use it in the motherfucking court against you. The fuck? It's their motherfucking job. What? Put yourself in the prosecutor's shoes. You gonna think they ain't gonna use social medias and what you saying in songs and shit to put your ass away? Nigga. Hey man, my sources though was Rolling Stones and the New York Post. You feel me? I got that from there. Hey man, conclusion, resolution. Be careful what the fuck you say. That's all I can say about this. Like, hey, y'all know what's out there. Nigga, YouTube been around since 2005. Shit, YouTube it. Google it. You see what? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Shit, bro. And man, shout out to Jay-Z and Meek Mill, though. I am appreciative of what they're trying to do for criminal justice reform, though. Appreciate that. Kudos to y'all. Y'all get motherfucking hand claps for that, though. But, yeah, man. All right. You know how I feel about this segment. Ooh-wee! Oh, man. Segment right here. And this movie I'm about to review is actually a great movie. We about to get into the SAF segment. Ow! Ooh, man, I need like a own sound for it or whatever. You feel me? Let me. Ow! The SAF segment. In this movie right here, The Last Black Man in San Francisco, on Showtime. I guess the shit is on Hulu too, but I found it on Showtime. I was literally chilling, getting done watching Yellow Jackets. Oh, man, the ending of that. We ain't gonna talk about that though. We talk about that on another episode. But I saw the cover and I was like, The Last Black Man in San Francisco? Shit, let me watch this. I thought it just came out. No, This shit been out since 2019, June 7th. I'm like, damn, I'm late on this. And I'm so glad. I felt like this was like a hidden gem to me. Don't y'all ever get that feeling that like you like scrolling through something or wherever, if you're on Netflix, Showtime, HBO, and you see something, you like, all right, thumbnail look interesting. I might have to check that out. Tight little title. Let me check that out. And then you find and you watching, you like, damn, this a motherfucking hidden gem. This how I felt about this movie. I was like, this is a hidden gem, man. I didn't even hear about this shit. Nowhere throughout the social medias, throughout the Twitters of the world, and the motherfucking Facebooks and Instagram and TikToks. Sound old as hell. Man. But yeah, this was a hidden gem to me on Showtime. Let me give you the stats, because I'm a motherfucking stat teacher in this bitch. Alright, IMDb gave it a 7.3 and Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 92%. Alright. You know what I say about them critics though, right? Frick them! That's what you know what? That's what I'm gonna start doing when I kind of agree with the critics and shit. And then when I don't agree with them, I'm gonna say frick them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say frick them when I do agree with them, and I'm gonna say frick them when I don't agree with them. There we go. But the people gave it an 86%. Hey man, I agree with all y'all, man. This is a great movie. God damn. Joe Tabot, this is the person that directed this. Hey man, kudos to you, bruh. God damn. Hand clap and motherfucking air horns. Yeah. Hell yeah. And then when I was watching this, I didn't know who was in this shit. You feel me? But as the shit started coming on, I was like, oh shit, y'all got them? This motherfucker in the movie too? Oh shit. Man. This cast had hella stars, bro. Alright. So Jimmy Fowles, he plays his own self. So Jimmy, you feel me? But it had Jonathan Majors. He was Montgomery, aka Mont Allen. He was bro, best friend. Him and Jimmy were best friends. They had Danny Glover. I was like, what the Danny Glover in this shit? Lethal Weapon. Classic. I'm gonna review that shit for sure. Hey, but it had Danny Glover. He was Grandpa Allen. He was Montgomery's grandpa. It had Mike Epps. I was like, oh damn, motherfucker, comedic legend in my eyes. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That nigga comedic legend. Mike Epps. He was Bobby. He was Jimmy's uncle. Then it had Tanisha Arnold, bruh, motherfucking legend. Are you serious? She was Wanda. She was Jimmy aunt, and she was all out in the boondocks. Man, I'll tell y'all the rest of the shit. You know what I mean? Down the line, but bruh, it had hella more stars on here, man. This shit was just, bruh. Every time I saw somebody, I was like, what the fuck? They got them? Oh hell! And the directing was so good. The pace of the movie was incredible. They even had like people on there that were like, I'm pretty sure they were local artists though. I called them the shit talking crew, but they were on there and they were really talking how niggas on the Bay talk. You feel me? I felt at home, and it was good and bad. Cause some of the things I was like, damn, this made me feel at home. You know, cause I'm from the town, from Oakland, shit. And I was like, I feel for that. But then certain things was happening like, damn, I feel for that too, but I shouldn't feel for that. That shit's fucked up. But essentially the plot of this movie is Jimmy is best friends with Monty. Monty is creating a play. He's a little artistic and shit like that, but he cool though. He cool ass nigga, you feel me? And Jimmy is just going back to this home that his grandfather supposedly built. And he's going back and he's like fixing it up. They lost a house like 13 years ago. Was it 13 or 12? 13. 13 years ago. And him and his dad lost the house and all that. But he's going back fixing it up because the previous tenants ain't really taking good care of it. Because they going through their own drama and shit. And it's really tackling the issue of gentrification. That's what I think the little secret message is in this movie. You know how these motherfucking movies be? They always have these secret messages and shit. I'm decoding the shit for y'all. Alright? Alright? Is that cool? Look it tackles the gentrification stuff, and then it also tackles how the person that work at the bank not really your fucking friend. Even though, hey man, shout out to AJ, bruh. Hey man, that's my homie that work at the bank, man. He really my homie that work at the bank. But them other motherfuckers that work at the bank and they be trying to tell you about homes and shit, they might not be your friends. Cause essentially what happened was, Jimmy was he went to the dude at the bank, and they were supposed to be cool. And he was like, all right, this home right here, like, you know, how much do it cost it, this and that. And bruh looked it up and was like, damn, this shit cheap as fuck. Told him, yeah, this is all you need to do, just get this amount, da-da-da. What happened? Nigga from the bank ended up buying the home and mark up the price because all the homes around it is hella marked up in price. See how they do? That's why you gotta have the cash already in hand before you ask about these homes. Alright? That's another hidden gem too. But basically, Jimmy is like, he's living at Monty's house with his best friend. So it's like, bro, the nigga's basically homeless, bro. And he is trying to get back this house. You know, it's a tie to him. It's tied to childhood. Him and Monty, they like kind of grew up in this house. And they essentially, bruh, yeah, man, they do these odd jobs and shit just to like stay afloat. And that's another, I'm like, bro, that shit, being from the Bay, being from the town and shit, and it's just poverty and stuff like that, you gotta do odd jobs, and you just like, you when you poor as too, you really don't be knowing where your next meal coming from and shit. That's what they were going through too, and then also just like the niggas out in the street basically, bruh. They had to deal with that shit. Like niggas talking shit, and like they used to, Jimmy and one of the like main dudes or the niggas that's outside their home talking shit or whatever. They used to be friends. They grew up in the fucking foster home together. Like, he was in the foster home 1 year, but they became friends and shit. And then he welcomed him into the home that Jimmy used to live in. Because what happened was, the previous couple that lived there, they were like a white couple. I think they were Jewish. Who knows? I don't the fuck know. They're white. Whatever. They weren't taking care of the home. He was there helping them out. They were like, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. Blah, blah. But what happened was, her mom died, and the owner of the crib was actually her sister. So they were fighting over the home, and then basically Jimmy was like, nobody here or whatever, I'm gonna move my shit in. So he moved this shit in, him and Monty moved the shit in or whatever. So then they bring bruh in, you know, to chill, smoke or whatever. Monty bring him in, and like, at the end of the day, this nigga, right, he ends up like talking shit to him with his crew and shit. And it's like, damn, bro. Saying some old foul shit about like his dad, because his dad wasn't shit either, bro. Man, his dad was, you know, was a piece of shit and was talking shit and just had no hope for him. It was like, you a piece of shit just like me. And it's like, fuck, bro. And then like his uncle, who was Mike S. character, Bobby, came around too. And this nigga like basically took his car. But then like, this nigga homeless too. Like Mike S. sleeping in the car, bro. Like, it shows a lot of poverty in this shit, and how like a home is connecting. It's just showing like, if you have your house, don't sell that shit. Yo, keep that shit, bro. It's so much more of a bond to a home, especially when a kid lives and grows up in it. You feel me?
Message.
But yeah, bro, nigga just like start talking shit about all types of shit, bro. About his parents, his mom, and all that. And Jimmy was like, you know, he held it together and was like, the fucked up thing though. The next day, bruh gets popped, bro. That was his, you know what I mean? Bruh gets popped. That was his homie and shit. And there was one scene, and that shit was like, to me, was one of the most powerful scenes in the movie, bro. Because this is how a lot of black men be feeling, especially when you trapped in that environment, bro. When I was in that environment, I was feeling just so tense and just like, so basically the crew that talk shit or whatever, they homie, popped or whatever, and then Jimmy come over and was like talking to him, and he was like, bruh, that motherfucker was my friend too. Like, what the bro? He was my friend too. And dude come over and was like, man, what the you talking about, nigga? I'll wash you right now, nigga. And all his homies is like, all just bad influences. They always bickering and fighting and talking shit or whatever. Nobody lifting each other up. They all just a bunch of shit talkers, bruh. And it's just like, they always like, yeah, knock his ass out. What he talking about? That nigga a bitch. Blah, blah, blah. And like throughout the whole crew, that's what they all be calling each other bitches. Talk about they'll fight each other. I knock your block out. And then Jimmy was like, do what you gotta do, bro. But bro is my friend too, bro. We all took a loss. And then bro like clenched up his fist. You didn't know what was gonna happen. And bro just broke down, hugged him, and started crying. And that shit was powerful. Cause at the end of the day, bro, even like, bro, we have all spectrum of black people. Black people that just like, mad sophisticated, don't really talk shit. And we have our shit talkers and shit. But when we going through a loss and shit like that, end of the day, bro, all we need is a little bit of love and like a hug and shit, bro. And that's all Jimmy did. He gave that group, he just gave him a little bit of love and like, bro, I'm here for you, my nigga. We going through it together. And hugged it out, bro. Like, that was powerful, bro. A lot of niggas gonna be like, oh, I wouldn't do that shit. I'm tough, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you need a hug, bro. It's cool, bro. Hug your brothers, bro. Hug your brothers, bro. For real. And then, like, the ending was basically Monty ended up creating a play. He figured out a play, and the play was basically showing, the main character was a dude that got shot, and then everybody was sitting there, and it was kind of like a homage to bro, but also kind of show like the gang violence and poverty and how like this shit is dumb, bro. It's like it doesn't make sense, and yeah, bro. And then like his homie got up and was like during the play, he was like, cause he had a Q&A basically at the end of the play, kind of like a Q&A. Basically, that's what it was. But his homie was like, did I push him too hard? Like, was I pushing him too hard? Was basically saying like, was I talking too much shit? Like, was I not more uplifting? Like, have a balance. Like, it's cool to talk shit to your homies, but have a balance. They doing good or something, or don't always leading them to danger. That's fucking dumb. You feel me? And then at the end of the motherfucking play, though, because Monty went to the bank and found the deed of the house, and the house was not built by Jimmy's grandfather. You feel me? It was not built by his grandfather at all. And Jimmy said he knew. He just wanted to keep that sliver of hope. That's all it was. It was that sliver of hope, something to live for. You feel me? That house was it, and he just kind of made it up in his mind, and just like, at the end of, he really wanted his dad to just stop lying and just tell the truth. And his dad still couldn't tell the truth. Looked him dead in his eye and lied to him. Up, man. A lot of shit to go on with this shit, bro. And then also, Tanacha Arnold character, they got I'm fucking his name up, man. We just gonna call it T, man. T Arnold character. Look it. She was basically Jimmy's aunt. She just lived out in the boondocks or whatever. And like, I love that they threw her in here, but she was kind of like a wasteful character. It's kind of like a pointless character. I didn't know why they had that, but I'm glad they did. Yeah, but at the end, he's like at the play. Monty was like, "Yo, be real. The home is not yours. Your grandfather didn't build it." And then everybody that played just got up and left because it was an awkward moment. And Jimmy was all like, he was pissed, but a couple days later, him and Monty talking things out. You feel me? Talk it out. And he talked it out, and he was like, you know what, Monty, you was right, bro. He didn't build that. And Jimmy ended up going off his way, and Monty stayed there, and he was like the symbol of the last black man in San Francisco. Boom! That's it. That's the end. Such a great movie. Man, it has so many messages in there and shit. Jeez, such a great movie. I loved it. I loved it. Man. Anyway, like I say, I don't ever either deter y'all or tell y'all what to watch. I just give y'all my opinion on what comes up when it comes to shows, albums, and films. And this was a great one. So this was The Last Black Man in San Francisco on Showtime. Wow. All right, man. We about to get into this next segment right here. Man, y'all know what time it is, bro. It is Meme Time. Ooh! Hey, Meme Time today, bro. We about to get into this meme right here. All right, you know the meme when it has the white dude that gives a look like he's like from Potters. I'm trying to give y'all eyes without saying. I know y'all don't see me right now, but y'all know the white dude I'm talking about. He's like, excuse me? He give that look. And it reads, when you Google the lyrics and realize you've been singing nonsense for 6 months. Bro, the lyrics be like, shooba la la, doo-doo-be-dee, doo-be-da-be-da. I be saying some shit like, I ran into a crayon store, him and them anymore, and they go to the door. You be like, that's what they wrote? A DVD to the door? The crayon store? What the f*** have I been saying? Bruh, them lyrics be wild, bruh. Them lyrics be mad wild. Alright, bruh. For my Potters out there, I got this white dude in that nerdy fucking button-up flannel shit. And he got the glasses. He looked like real talk though, he looked like Lord Voldemort from fucking Harry Potter with glasses on. Lord Voldemort, the nigga name we shall not say. That's what he looked like. You feel me? And it reads, if gentrification is so bad, why is it so good for me? A man who likes frozen yogurt. Bruh, you know the gingy is coming when they put a fresh yogurt spot, a Whole Foods, in a motherfucking grocery store that you don't know the name of it. It's just there. That gentrification is coming. Oh, can't forget about the Starbucks. Oh my God, bruh. Jeez Louise. Oh my God, bruh. That's funny. So true though. Man, gentrification sucks. Jeez Louise. Alright, man. Man. So, this is a 2-part little meme, you know what I mean? It's basically a reply to another meme. Alright, so for my Potters out there, they got this vampire, ugly than a motherfucker, bruh. Ugly ass vampire. And below, it reads from this chick. Her name is Philanthropus. I can't read. But anyway, it says, why are vampires always wealthy in movies? Like, how do they make a living? Laughing my ass off. And they asked somebody below and said, child, please. And the ad name is in a Yama Chow. And it reads, if you've been alive since 1892 and still broke, just step into the sun. Yeah, bro. You've been alive that long, you broke, and you deserve to die. What the f***? Alright? Now, let me clarify. Just because you broke don't mean you deserve to die. But if you've been on this earth and it's 2022 and it's 1892 since you've been born and you ain't found a way to get rich yet, sayonara, nigga. Step into the sun. Third rock from the sun to be exact. Anyway, man, bruh, give yourself a motherfucking hand clap if y'all watching or if y'all listening. Hey, I'm Kamal, your host of the G.A.B. Hey, for my Potters out there, if you listening, I'm on Google Podcasts, I'm on SoundCloud, and I'm on Apple Podcasts. All you got to do is type in the G.A.B. or Kamal Johnson ENT. Bam, I'll pop right up. For my tubers out there, though, bro, I've been on YouTube, been around since 2005. I've been on YouTube for like a year and a half now, 2 years. Hey, look it. I ain't gonna tell y'all to get the video booming or the channel booming. Y'all know. All you gotta do to find me is type in Kamal Johnson ENT. Bam, I pop right up on YouTube. Hey, man. On that note, I'm about to be out, bruh. Man, want to be a rapper is a tough job. Jim Jones is right. Most dangerous job on the motherfucking planet. This was G.A.B. This was G.A.B.